What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth exploration of the Goo Gun. So I have the wiki page pulled up here, and or one of the wiki pages for the Goo Gun, and most of the additions on here are stuff that I've added in my own technical exploration of it. So I'll just be going through the whole wiki, giving some clips and yeah, just giving some demonstrations. So this is like the basic information. So once the goo blob touches the surface, it sticks to it. That's how the goo works. It does have a little bit of drop, so you can see like not so much drop it has. This isn't something I put on the page, but just like any other projectile. Oh, never mind. Yep. Weird. Bounces off the jump pads. Fire destroys goo. So it takes 6 seconds to burn, and it can spread. So if I put one here and then one here, I think I need to change my loadout though. This I think is a little less. Hold on. Just like that. I think. Yeah, there you go. You can see it transferred. Yep. Mag size of 20. You cannot place goo off of a starting point. So that would be a starting point because it's connected to like a map surface. So you can't place it. You can't place like 20 goo blobs off of that. It's 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then now this one should break up. Yep, you see? It's actually quite a big limit. I thought it was lower when I first started using the Goo Gun. You can use to make bridges or like scale walls and stuff, so this is how I usually scale walls. Or you can do something like this, like Minecraft jump. I find the timing to be a bit awkward, though, so I just find that to be a bit slower. Because like it's easy to get yourself stuck on it, and then yeah, look at that. So when you get stuck on a goo blob, it takes 1 second to break. Same for friendlies and enemies. It takes 8 quick melees, which is quite a lot. If you don't have a gun that's good at breaking it, it takes a long time to break it with melee. There we go. So these are some. So the decay time for it is 1 minute and 30 seconds. So any goo blob that you put on the map will last 1 minute and 30 seconds if I'm barrels or the Goo Gun. There is no other restriction other than that time limit. So similar with primary weapons, it has no ammo cooldown, possessing unlimited reloads as fast as you can use them. Shooting 4 goo per second with a mag size of 20 and a reload speed of 2 seconds. You can easily put out many mags of goo onto the map, easily throwing out 60 or even more goo blobs or 3 mags within 30 seconds, with a max of 80 blobs or 4 mags within 30 seconds using continuous fire. So if you're constantly shooting, you can put out 80 goo blobs. So I said 60 because you're probably not going to be constantly shooting, even if you are like putting out a lot. And here, this is the fun fact then. Yeah, this can drastically change the map in powerful ways. Here's the fun fact. You can, within the decay time of 1 minute and 30 seconds, put out 12 mags before your first goo balls will begin to expire. This is 240 individual goo balls. I counted this manually because I was curious. And it's kind of crazy when you think of that. If you have like a team of triple heavies, it's like what? Like 680? Wait, no, 240? So, oh yeah, over 700. I'm not that good at math. Over 700 goo blobs on the map. Yeah, this is a glitch. I'm not sure if they fixed this. I know that they talked about this in a recent patch, but that was just for like moving platforms. So sometimes I've found that I'm not exactly sure what triggers it, but if you like walk up to a goo at like a certain angle or something, you can get stuck on it without being actually inside of it. So the goo won't break on its own and you have to break it manually, which... If you didn't know, goo can be attached to turrets. You can you can shoot the blob directly at the turret and it will stick to it. And it will prevent the turret from shooting because it can't see anything. It's a hard counter to turrets. With the new APS update, since the APS turret breaks after absorbing 3 projectiles, if you just shoot, since the Goo Gun is a projectile specialization, you can shoot 3 of the goo blobs at it, and it breaks. Yeah. It'll break the turret. So it's a counter to the APS now, instead of the APS being a counter to the Goo Gun. Same thing with turrets. You can shoot a goo mine directly on top of a goo blob directly on top of a mine, which will prevent it from activating. It can displace objects. So if I put this here, let's see, it moves it. Same thing with cash out stations. Same thing with cash outs, or barrels, or even dome shields. You can see it's moving the dome shield. You can do some interesting stuff like that, like moving cash outs to more advantageous places. Here, I'll show the mine thing as well. So you see the mine. It can't activate now. Even if I'm walking even if there's an enemy mine and I was walking right on top of it, it wouldn't be activating. You can create, so this is a strategy, you can create funnels for enemy movement. So like if there was a cash out, here, let's go there. If there was a cash out in here, we could be holding, I could be holding back here, and then, so now I'm relatively safe, then I can shoot people over there. So as you can see as well, these 1x1 windows, you can easily block them off with one goo blob. So you can easily block off whole rooms just like that. And if you want, you can go back afterwards, add a little more cover so people can't shoot through the openings. Just like that. So you can block off holes in ceilings actually really quickly if you do it efficiently. So it's a huge hole in the ceiling. It's like what? That was like 5 seconds or something. It's completely blocked off. Another thing to keep in mind is to not, here, I'll go down here. So if I were to put all the blobs off of that one, you know, it seems like it's kind of secure. I shouldn't have done it with that, but as soon as that initial blob breaks, you see everything else falls off. So don't like centralize it or put it and attach it to different starting points. As I touched on briefly before, it doesn't work with the dummies, but if this were a player and I shot him, he would get stuck in the goo and he wouldn't be able to move for that 1 second before it disappears. This can confuse them, slow them down, or cause them to waste ammo, panic, or even break team formation. Extra time may allow you to switch to an RPG, or make a getaway to escape. Or you can chase people down as well. So if someone's running away from you, you can shoot them with a goo blob and you can catch up to them. The goo, you cannot hit teammates with it. So if okay, well this is different, but if this were an actual teammate, it would just go right through them. You can however, still shoot at their feet. So if this were a teammate, I could shoot at their feet and still get them stopped that way. It's just something to keep in mind. Yeah. So RPGs, you can use Goo to block them. So if you shoot, if there was an enemy heavy right here, and I somehow managed to just get the timing right, they might like shoot this and hit themselves with it. Weird. Or yeah, you can just use it as cover. So this is a kind of silly strategy. By spamming Goo over a large area that you think the enemy may have to cross over, you can add extra chaos to their advance, leading to potential confusion and bad plays, as well as slowing down their advance. So if there was an enemy team coming from over there, I could do something like just spam a whole, like a silly amount of Goo, and I mean most people they're just like, what even is this? You know? It's hard to navigate. Like something else too that I thought of is, so with the MGL, here I'll just give you a brief demonstration of it. So you see how it doesn't bounce immediately? It like takes a second, but if you shoot it out and it takes a second to explode on the second bounce. But if you shoot out harder, it explodes immediately. So with Goo, you can make lots of points to explode the MGL immediately, which I thought was interesting. This is how to create fast barricades. So if I'm getting getting shot over there and I can't reach cover quickly, I could do something like this, and now I have a little bit of cover within like a second. And it's relatively safe to do it that way compared to like trying to build it up straight. You see how this is at an angle? It's harder to, you have to be in more danger to build it up straight like that. So just shoot it like that and get a little player height barricade. So buttons and yeah, so buttons for bridges or barricades or lifts, you can see I can activate it. If I shoot a Goo Gun at it, I can't activate it anymore. But if I use an explosive, it goes through the Goo Gun, through the Goo glob. So Goo does not block explosions for buttons, but it blocks interactions and shooting it. Yeah, if you didn't know, let's give a little bonus tip. Yeah, you can shoot the buttons, and you can see like I don't even have to shoot the button itself. I can shoot the base of it. Little bonus tip. Yeah, just something to keep in mind. It is easy to get other teammates or yourself stuck in Goo, obstruct pathways, or friendly line of fire. This can lead to easy kills for the enemies or precious wasted time. Knowing when to avoid shooting excess Goo is vital to these situations. These favorable situations. It's a powerful tool for objective control. Creating cover for a team can be a key element of an effective defense and can force enemies to think on their feet. When on the offense, disabling turrets can make the difference between a team wipe and a game-winning cash-out steal. So that's basically all I have for the Goo Gun. One other like good synergy that I wrote out is, of course, there's other stuff I've looked into, but you can destroy Goo blobs with the SA 1216, SA 1216, you know, in 3 shots. It's a good synergy there. And that's all that I figured out for the Goo Gun. There's probably stuff I missed, so if you have anything that you want to add, feel free to drop in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family. I'll see you guys next time.